Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Fitness Empowerment Podcast, or welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Danny. I am your host, and I'm here to help you find ways to increase your energy, decrease your stress, and save you time when it comes to your health, fitness, and lifestyle. And I think that's really important to focus on right now during this COVID-19 craziness. A lot of us are stuck at home, or we're only going to the grocery store and to get gas, very limited things. And so I wanted to address a question that I get from clients frequently and just from friends about different types of snacks versus meals. And, if they're learning how to track or they're thinking about learning how to track, what should they consider this type of food? Is it a snack? Is it a meal replacement? Is it a protein bar? Is it how do you track it, kind of a thing? Like, what do you consider these certain things? So I wanted to talk about what my response to a client would be, because this has been a recent question. So if you're thinking about how you're stuck at home and you're kind of snacking all the time, it's good to get an idea of maybe a calorie guideline for yourself as far as how many calories should be considered a meal versus a snack for you. So that's the question we're diving into today. And I'm going to give you an example of a Power Crunch bar, because this is the question I received from a client. So if you have questions about specific snacks or specific meals, please send them my way. You can either email me, danny@thedietdoc.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at Danny Phillips. But let's just start with this and we'll just break this down. Okay, so a Power Crunch bar is usually between 200 and 215 calories. This particular one is peanut butter fudge, and it's fabulous. It is, so 215 calories, 215, 13 grams of fat, 12 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 5 grams of sugar, and then 13 grams of protein. So if I'm thinking about this in terms of for a client who's focused on nutrition, I'm focused more on the macros versus the calories. But I understand that if you're at the beginning of your tracking journey, or you're just starting to dive into macros and nutrition, maybe calories is where you're starting. And you're looking at this saying, hey, I'm on the go, I'm on the run, I'm busy. I still have lots of stuff going on, even though a lot of things are at the house. I know a lot of entrepreneurs that are at the house almost forget to eat because they're so busy and focused on their work. So you want to know what can fit into your routine as a meal versus a snack. So this example here of this protein bar, it is going to be a high fat, low carb, moderate protein bar, in my personal opinion. 13 grams of fat for me is a little bit on the higher end when it comes to like, hey, what am I looking for in a protein bar? If I'm really looking for a protein drink or a protein bar, I want it to be higher in grams and calories in protein versus fats or carbs. So if you're just looking at the numbers here, 13 fat, 12 carbs, and 13 protein, it looks like they're very similar as far as grams of each individual macronutrient go. You're actually going to have a lot more fat calories compared to the carbs and the protein, because 1 gram of fat is equal to 9 calories versus 1 gram of carbs or 1 gram of protein is equal to 4 calories. So you can see just from that simple equation there that you would do 13 times 9 for fat calories, and then you do 12 times 4 or 13 times 4 for the carbohydrate and the protein calories. So you can see your fat calories are going to be more than twice as many as your carbs and your proteins. So personally, I would consider this a snack. However, I work out 5 to 6 days a week, hour to an hour and a half a day. It just kind of depends. Sometimes it's 30 minutes, sometimes it's an hour and a half. It varies, especially right now, and my routine is so different. And I feel like every week I'm trying to change up the routine and make it a little bit different to adapt to what's going on. So for me, this is a snack because I'm eating somewhere between 1,800. Meto, relax, bro. I'm filming and recording, trying to, do these things. That's what happens when you have 3 dogs in the house. I'm sure if you have kids or dogs, you can relate. Hey, relax, bros. All right, so if you're eating somewhere between 1,800 and maybe 2,200 calories a day, Django, couche. This type of a protein bar or a meal replacement bar might be considered a snack for you. For me, it's definitely considered a snack. If you have no idea how many calories you're intaking a day or how many grams of each macronutrient you're intaking per day, my recommendation to you is going to be to start tracking. Give yourself at least a week of tracking everything that you eat. Put it in MyFitnessPal app, put it on, a piece of paper and track everything so you can get an idea. Okay, say I eat 2,000 calories a day. then something that's 200 calories is probably only going to get a snack. Maybe even just track your meals, like your main meals when you sit down with the family for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and see, okay, am I eating like 200 to 300 calories in a regular meal for me, or is a regular meal somewhere between 500 and 600 calories? If that's the case, then if you're looking for a meal replacement, you want to find something that's going to be similar in calories to what your regular meal would be. If you usually have a well-rounded meal that has a good amount of protein, a good amount of fats, and a good amount of carbohydrates, then you're going to want a protein bar or an item that has a similar ratio of macronutrients to what you usually eat. So meal replacement to one person could be very different from meal replacement to another. You'll typically notice, well, you may not typically notice actually, if you're looking on the back in the nutrition facts of your protein bars, you'll see some that are very low in fat, very low in carbs, very high in protein. I would call that a protein bar or a protein shake, but not necessarily a meal replacement. And of course, there's lots of caveats for this, but if you're looking for a meal replacement, then look for something that has protein grams, fat grams, and carbohydrate grams. If you're just looking for a post-workout protein bar or protein shake, or if you're just looking for some extra protein to get you through the day and make sure you're hitting your protein goals throughout an entire day, then finding some sort of a protein bar or protein shake that is lower in fat, lower in carbs, and higher in protein to keep your focus on the protein is maybe what you're looking for. So I hope that helps you out. I think probably for most people, a 200 calorie Power Crunch bar is going to be a snack. And it's very easy to eat 2 of these at once. I definitely do that here and there. Berkshire's usually has these on sale if you buy a pack of 12. So I usually mix and match and get a pack of 12 of these, and it's like $1.79 each versus, a lot more. Anyway, so just consider what your full day looks like and maybe what your calorie intake for a whole day looks like before you determine what a small, bar might be worth. For some of you, if you're dieting and you're looking for something that's low carb, but you want to make sure you get your fats and your proteins in, maybe that Power Crunch bar is going to be a meal for you. If you're kind of looking at, hey, I'm eating 1,600 calories a day or 1,800 calories a day, but I'm eating 6 small meals throughout the day. If that works best for you, then maybe your meals are a lot smaller as far as the calories go. If you're only eating maybe twice a day because you're doing some sort of intermittent fasting, maybe you'll want to eat bigger meals. And so for you, something that's a meal replacement needs to really have the calorie density in all 3 macronutrient categories, your fats, your carbs, and your protein. So that's where I'm going to leave you today. If you have specific questions or you want to ask about a specific protein bar or protein shake, something like that, please let me know. Put it in the comments after this video is finished, and I will get back to you. Or again, you can email me, Danny@thedietdoc.com, or you can DM me at Danny Phillips. If you enjoyed this video or you enjoy this podcast, make sure you are subscribed to the podcast and to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on future episodes. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you all had a safe and happy Easter, and I hope that you are doing your best with the tools that you have available to you right now during this quarantine time period. So again, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And then if you know that this is a question that you've heard a friend of yours ask, or somebody's looking into nutrition right now, do them a favor and share this video with them, share the podcast episode with them, and let them know why you think it's important for them to listen to it. I appreciate you so much, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Okay, bye everybody.